Alright, I'm back. Sorry about what happened at the end of the last part. What happened was I forgot to close my instant messenger, and right as I brought my mouse down to click on force speed, messenger popped up telling me that someone had come online, and I clicked on it, and it exited me out of the program, and then Fraps crashed. So, normally when Fraps crashes, I actually lose all of my recording that I've done, or at least the last 10 or so minutes of what I've done. So, I'm used to having to completely redo everything I've done within a session when a crash like that happens. So, fortunately, I was able to retain the footage, but that just explains the sort of abrupt ending that happened before. Anyway, in exploring the Elder Settlement on the Unknown World, I have run into yet another Rakatan with a name. Hello, random guy who's staring at the camera. I'll just get just get around you a little bit. We've found Keeper Orsa. Let's see what he's doing other than praying. Who are you? Look on the bright side. We can have all those enlightening discussions again. Actually, I do have a few questions for you, if you will answer them. Well, why not? Let's have a little history lesson here. Tell me about the beginnings of the Rakata Empire. Ah, so you were the mega race that killed people. How did the Rakata Empire collapse? Ah, corruption corrupts all. Anything called the Infinite Empire, you would kind of expect it to crumble, wouldn't you? Weapons of mass destruction? Oh my god! Bush must have had something to do with this. Do you happen to know, you seem like a knowledgeable fellow, do you know how to disable the disruptor field that caused my ship to crash here? Enter the Temple of Ancients. Okay, do you know anything about the Temple of Ancients? Okay, dark, sacred, terrible, power, the Force. Pretty predictable considering that it's one of the sort of boss areas of the end of the game. So why is there an energy field outside the temple? Oh. Good job, Malik. Way to infest the temple. Make it even more dangerous. Actually, the Dark Jedi I've faced so far have been pretty pitiful. I should be able to deal with these no problem. But, I have something else to ask you about. I don't really care about the Elders. Tell me about the Starforged. I mean, that is completely why I'm here, what the entire main plot of the game has been about. It's about time we figure some damn thing out about it. Oh, of course. Your knowledge of it is lost. even though you are the builders, and you're a historian. Alright, well thank you for your time. I have to go now. Maybe later we'll talk about something else and have another little history lesson about your elders, if I ever find myself to care enough. Indeed. Can I go through this door? Ah, the computer room! Let's see, we've got a Rakatan computer. Ah, we can loot things. I've been running around looting a lot of stuff off screen. We've got a few more medical supplies, which is always nice, but not too much of interest. Actually, they've got a lot of stimulants hanging around. Yeah, see, like right there. Hyperadrenal stimulants and the like. Should be good for drugs for the entire rest of the game. What there is left of it. Hello, computer! Am I gonna say that every single time? I do serve the Rakata. How else would I learn your language? Ah! Computer thinks I am logical. Well, there's really only one thing that I really need to know right now. How can I get into the temple? Okay. That's good. Is there anything else I can ask you that's of any sort of importance? I don't want to babble along too much. We're already almost at a full video. Why not? Can you tell me anything about the Starforge? Alright, so just get into the Temple of the Ancients. Temple of the Ancients, Temple of the Ancients, Temple of the Ancients. It seems to be... That was a really short hologram. It seems to be where we probably need to go. As any dolt with half a brain could tell you. The human race has gone insane. To the point where I don't know if I would upset the status quo if I threw poison into the water main. Listen close to everybody's heart and hear that breaking sound. Hopes and dreams are scattering apart and crashing to the ground. I cannot believe my eyes. Is the world filled with filth and lies?
Yes.
I'm sure I'm not getting all of these particulars of these lyrics correct. But if you don't know what I'm reciting now, you'll never know. And what's... Can we just run past these guys? Seriously. You see, that doesn't do as much as it normally does. I'm not sure why you're failing so much as the powerful force jump thing. That was actually a nice synchronized death there, Juhani.
Your wish?
With that that ranker. Nice synchronization on the death. You should make that into an Olympic event, synchronized deathing. I think people would pay to watch that. You know, I haven't actually done any of Juhani's backstory, have I? And it's been very little of Jolie's backstory. I'm gonna get around to Jolie's just because it's another one of those I find interesting. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do anything about Juhani's. And where the hell am I supposed to go? I suppose I could have asked someone about that, couldn't I have? It was a dialogue option. Tell me about the ancient Rakatan things. Maybe it's up this way? Like I've said before, I'm not actually entirely sure about the whole where to go thing. Like, I'm much better at the star map locations than I am at actual endgame once the Starforge has been found. Actually, incidentally, someone told me that this right here, those little cloudy structure-looking things in the distance, are actually the Starforge. I'm not sure if I believe that. I think they might be just wrecks off in the distance or something like this one. But, A, the Starforge would be way higher than that. And B, we saw the Starforge in a cutscene, and it didn't look anything like that. And okay, here we go to the North Beach. I think this is where we want to go, if I am not mistaken. I mean, where else would we go? Ah, yes. Here we are. Oh, good lord.